Hello, my dear Simps, and I'm so sorry I haven't posted in so long. I was really taking a mental break and having mental issues, bipolar issues, well, that or Asperger's. You can look that up. I really don't feel like explaining it. But I am here today to post your request as another Tiki Toby video, and yeah, so let's get into it. I quickly turned around, seeing Jack walking towards us. I began to panic, not knowing what to do. Toby just stood there with a blank face. I didn't know what Jack was going to do, but I knew we needed to get out of there before anything bad happened. Especially if Jack kept on to his promise and made my life miserable. I quickly grabbed Toby's hand and yanked him along as we ran. Toby had a blank face as we ran. He seemed like he was thinking of something when he suddenly ripped away from my hand and stopped running. I looked back, running back to him. Jack was gaining on us. If he caught up, he wouldn't just hurt me, but Toby too. I looked at Toby with a questioning, fearful look.
We can't just run away from him.
Toby looked a little annoyed. Toby, come on. We're so close to art class.
Go without me.
Toby said with a determined look. No, Toby, I'm not leaving you. If he catches up, we are both better off dead, I said, concerned, obvious in my voice. Look, Toby, we have to get to class, so technically we're not running from him, and also the art teacher will have our heads if we don't make it on in time. Toby looked down with a query look before finally nodding his head. I was grateful for his decision because as fast as we are compared to Jack, he was already there clapping. Well, look, Mrs. Freak is out of luck, Jack said with a hysterical look. Toby looked at the floor, not paying attention to Jack. Oh, and who's this? Is he a friend of yours? I looked at Jack, who began to laugh even harder. Oh, that's right, you have no friends, and what idiot would be your friend? Jack was basically in tears from his own joke. At his distraction, I put my fingers to my lips as I slowly tiptoed away with Toby. Jack quickly realized and yelled for us to stop where we were. I slowly looked at Toby with a smile. He looked confused before realization hit him, and he smirked. I counted to 3 as Jack was telling us to tiptoe back. I put the last finger up, and we were off, sprinting down the hallway to art. I made sure to pull my middle finger up at Jack. I pulled Toby into the art room and stopped as everyone stared at how we entered. Ah, Mrs. Lynn, you always do impress me with your entrances, my art teacher smiled at me. Like that one time you jumped in through the window since you were late when you tackled a kid into the classroom. Oh, and let's not forget the very first day in the classroom you ran in with glitter paint pants on your head and glue all over you. Do you want me to continue? I blushed a deep right as everyone looked at me, waiting for my response. No, Mr. Artman. Ah, then have a seat, Mr. Artman says with a smile. Oh, and the new kid can sit with you at your table. You need more friends. I cursed under my breath as Mr. Artman began to make fun of me. I began to walk to the table, clearly annoyed, and sat down. Toby quickly followed behind, sitting down next to me.
Never guess you were that weird,
Toby said sarcastically. I gave him a glare, making sure he knew I was not taking his joke. Toby began to laugh at my actions. The door to the art room creaked open, and there stood Jack and the principal. Listener, we need you in the office.